And happy Thanksgiving from us to all of you. You are watching the Paddy Power Sports Network. I'm Pat Williams with my co-host Kenny White. Kenny, we're talking NFL Week 13. Let's get right to this week's action. Oh, before that, let's remind our viewers, at the end of this segment, we're going to tell you how to win a 300-pound free bet from PaddyPower.com. Let's get to this week's games. The Detroit Lions hosting the Green Bay Packers. We're going to send out Detroit 6.5, 49.5 is the total. Kenny, it goes without saying, Green Bay really misses Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, they definitely do. He's a definite 8-point drop-off to the backups. Matt Flynn even gave him some life last week. Still a huge drop-off. More than that, though, the Packers' injuries on defense are really starting to show up now. This team's a beat-up team.
This Detroit Lions team desperate for a win, and they didn't show up last week versus Tampa Bay. What's going on in Detroit?
Oh, I think they showed up. But they lost the turnover battle. The 2 weeks in a row, they're -8 in turnovers. They outplayed both teams they've lost to. I've actually upgraded their power rating 1.5 off 2 losses.
Your pick in this Thanksgiving Day opening game.
I'm going to say Detroit finally gets off the schneid on Thanksgiving, and they win this football game, and they cover against the Packers.
All right, there's so many specials going on right now. Thanksgiving specials, PaddyPower.com. Let's get right to them, Kenny. First, it's the double odds special. If your winning first touchdown scorer scores a second touchdown in that game, Paddy Power will double your odds. But wait, there's more. The money back special, Kenny. If there's a touchdown scored in the final 2 minutes of regular time, Paddy Power will refund all losing match handicap bets on that game. And the money back special applies to all games being played on Thanksgiving. Kenny, let's get to our next game. We've got the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Oakland Raiders. The Cowboys a 9.5-point favorite. 46.5 is the total. Matt McGloin holding down the fort for Terrell Pryor, but maybe he's the new starting quarterback there in Oakland.
Well, you know what? Terrell Pryor's a good quarterback, but he's not a great quarterback. He's still very inexperienced. Matt McGloin stepped in, another inexperienced quarterback. He's done a nice job of protecting the football, just 1 interception. He is completing passes for a little bit over the league average, yards per pass. So, yeah, hey, nice job, McGloin, so far.
The Dallas Cowboys go into New York, a big win as an underdog last week. And now Thanksgiving Day, they're pretty good on Thanksgiving, which we'll talk about later. But this team covering the spread this season, 8-3 against the number, Kenny, 4-1 when they play at home.
Yeah, the Cowboys have been bashed a couple times this year, and everyone's been down on them, but they still have solid talent. The defense has not shown up. 31st in the NFL, allowing 6.4 yards a play. That has to get better. The defense is far better than the 31st. They're probably somewhere around the 10th.
All right, this week's Stat Attack. It's a Thanksgiving Day Stat Attack. Take it away, Kenny White.
Since 2001, the Dallas Cowboys are a tasty 8-3 against the spread at home on Thanksgiving.
I love that tasty. Okay, how about this week's bonus pick? We usually don't have a night game on Thanksgiving, but here we go. I think in Europe this game will be played early Friday morning. The Baltimore Ravens hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is going to be a smash-mouth AFC brutal defensive effort. The Ravens, a 3-point home field favorite, 40.5 is the total. Don't you always take the 3 points in this matchup?
It's always so close. These games are always 3-point games. The line is always 3, but I'm going to go against it. I like Baltimore minus the points. I think Flacco has a great game. Baltimore starting to make a move.
All right, let's get right to it. The 300-pound free bet. Go to Twitter, @PaddyPower. Use hashtag PPSN. Last week, 2 freak touchdowns scored in that Cowboys-Giants game. So we've upped it again, and here we go. All you have to do to win the Paddy Power 300-pound free bet is predict the first and last touchdown scores in the Broncos-Chiefs game being played this Sunday. Tweet your answers to @PaddyPower. Make sure you use hashtag PPSN and win the money. He's Kenny White. I'm Pat Williams. To all of you out there, happy Thanksgiving from all of us here in Las Vegas, and we'll see you right here next week on the Paddy Power Sports Network.